Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Double Clutch Podcast. Kevin speaking. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. Hope you got everything that you wanted. Did you get everything you wanted for Christmas? I know I did. And I'm pretty sure my children did too. That that bedroom, or not bedroom, that living room was a wreck after all that. Because of how large my family is, and my wife too. Well, doesn't have a huge family, but with how big their family is now, especially on my side, those kids got so many presents. They got so much stuff, and to the point where it was like we didn't really know what to do with all of it. Like it's some of it. I think some of it is still sitting like in our living room, like kind of like in a pile. Because I mean, we got a lot of new clothes, which is really nice. Her dad went and got him a lot of clothes. My dad went and got a lot of clothes. My mom went and got them a lot of clothes, which was wonderful. That's one thing they needed. They're all growing. They basically got almost whole new wardrobes, all but. But then, people also got them toys and stuff like that. And man, let me tell you how many toys these kids have. Like, my oldest son got like 5 Nerf guns. Got like 5 of them. You know what I mean? Some of them are really cool. One of them I think he actually broke already. It was almost like it looked like an assault rifle, but it had a clip in it, and you would put like 8 or 9 or 10 bullets in this clip. You'd put it in. It had batteries. You turn it on, and then it would just shoot these batteries. It was like a semi-automatic. It was just like poof, 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 just shoot these things out. You know what I mean? You'd unload the clip in like however fast you can pull the trigger, basically. If they were in right, then some one of them got stuck, and it was like a mess. There's other ones they had that was like a revolver, another one that was like a shotgun that says Fortnite on the side of it. He doesn't even play Fortnite. That's just what it was based off of, I guess, because I've never even played Fortnite. But he has all these Nerf guns now, and which is really awesome because now we can have little Nerf gun fights and stuff. Even though they hurt, some of those things hurt. But and then my middle child got some cars and stuff like that. He's all about the vehicles right now, the trucks and the cars, the little helicopter that when you press the button, the propeller spins and all that stuff. But and the youngest got some little baby toys and such. All in all, I think they were pretty happy about it. We didn't go too deep. I mean, we did get a lot of shit. They got a lot of shit. Yeah, I mean, most of it was, like I said, the clothes and stuff. Then everyone else got them stuff too. But we stuck to like clothes, and we got them, one of those Nerf guns and some random stuff. But I think they were happy. They had a good Christmas. Everyone had a good Christmas, I believe. It was definitely it was definitely nice having off like like 4 days. You know what I mean, being off from Thursday all the way to Monday was super nice. Super nice. And I even have a nice 3-day weekend this weekend. So I mean, it's not like holy shit. It's late again if you can't tell. Um uh Instead of them just pushing me back to the 5-day weeks. Like fucking 2 weeks ago we had a big snowstorm. So I had off Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday we had an appointment, so I was already scheduled off that day. So I had a 5-day weekend, essentially. And then last week was Christmas, so we had Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off. So I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now this week I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So it was kind of easing me back into the 5-day weeks again. It's been nice, but after this, now holiday season's over, man. You know what I mean? You don't. Next holiday we get, I think, is Memorial Day in May. It's the next time we get a paid holiday, or a nice long weekend, I should say. Hey, buddy, you gotta be careful there. But you know, that can stay far away for now. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, I hope you all had a good Christmas. I hope you have a good New Year's plan coming up. My plan, I'll be working New Year's Eve. We don't have off New Year's Eve. We just have off New Year's Day. But not that it matters anyway, because I'm not going out and partying. I'm not going to be going home and really partying. I mean, I might have some beers. Might have some beers. That's about it. I'm not going crazy. I haven't gone crazy in 5, 6, 7 years now. Even before I had kids, I don't think I did anything for New Year's. Yeah, I mean that the year before that I had children. I'm almost positive. What did I do that year? Nah, you think about it. I don't know what I did that year, but I probably just hung out at like a friend's house or something like that, or just hang out with my girlfriend, well, my wife, or whatever. I think that's what I did. Pretty sure it's what I did. Because the year after, no, yeah, I probably just hung out with my wife. I don't think we did any partying. Probably a little bit of partying, just at like her house there, like with her uh, couple friends. But we didn't do nothing crazy. I haven't done anything crazy for New Year's since I was 22 or 23. I don't think. Most other New Year's, I would either work or just didn't do anything because I don't like going to big parties. At least not anymore. I don't. I'm not a fan of it, man. I mean, as a kid, yeah, it was sweet going to party, getting all fucked up and hanging out with friends and stuff like that. But even then, even as I was growing, like getting older, I should say, a lot of my friends had kids early. A lot of my friends had kids, 18, 19, 20, that era. So like some of them were taking care of kids and not doing shit. Some of them were, you know, kind of being shitheads and just doing whatever they want. I mean, fuck, my one buddy had his fucking first kid at 13. 13. Then he had another one at like 17 or something. And then another one at like, I don't know, 22 or 23. I don't know. Like, he's got 3 kids and they're all like in school right now. And he's younger than I am. He's like a year younger than me. It's craziness. But even still, like, most of us just had to grow up and do shit. We didn't really party now. Now, uh, especially this year with the whole COVID thing, nothing's really going on. I think somebody's coming up in my family there to go and cook some shrimp, make some pork and sauerkraut, which I need to fucking pick up. God damn it. But other than that, man, there's no real plans for New Year's. I'm not doing it. I'm not drinking. I'm drinking, but I'm not getting hammered. I'm not making it difficult to wake up the next morning. Last time I fucking drank to the point of, having issues waking up the next morning was my 30th birthday. We had a birthday party for my 30th birthday because I haven't done shit for the past fucking, 6 fucking years, 5 years. I didn't even have a fucking bachelor party. How about that? I didn't even get to have a fucking bachelor party. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to fucking, have this 30th and have a fucking good old time. I got, like, stupid drunk. I got stupid drunk, and my wife got mad at me for whatever reason. And then I was mad at her the next day because she was ignorant to me the next day then. As I woke up, she was like, oh, yeah, you're hungover now. I'm like, yeah, no shit. That was the point. Yeah, she she had me really upset that day. I was like, wow, yeah, of course I'm drunk. I partied last night. I had a good time with people, at least from what I remember. And then you're gonna wake up. Well, I had to take care of the kids myself. Yada yada. I'm like, yeah, that was the day. That was the deal. Wasn't that the plan? Like you were gonna let me, have this, and you were gonna take care of the kids, the 2 at the time that we had. I'm pretty sure that was. I'm pretty sure that was the deal. And then that was it. And she was mad at me the rest of the day after too. I'm like, oh well, I won't be doing that again. So I don't get to. I get to have little parties. I get to have little victories where I drink like a 6-pack. And I'm like, yep, there we go. That's it. Whereas that night I drank like a case, which I probably should not have had. And I was smoking cigarettes at the time too, so I probably smoked like 2 packs of cigarettes in that that whole day. But Yeah, I fucking, yeah, I don't do that stuff anymore because I can't. I can't. Obviously, I have kids, but I just can't handle it anymore. I can't handle getting that hammered. Not like, not that I can't handle it every once in a while, but it would be shitty because I'd wake up. It's like, oh well, I gotta cook breakfast for these kids. I gotta do this. Gotta do that. Oh look, there's some yard work. I think I mowed the yard the day after my fucking party. Oh no, I might have mowed it. No, I mowed it the day of. I mowed it the day of is what I did, and then then the day after I just kind of fucked around a little bit, but I can't. I just can't do it anymore. I can't fucking. That's how I mean, like I said, I can drink. I could drink every goddamn night if I wanted to. I could drink every night, but I wouldn't be able to drink more than a couple beers. Obviously that would fucking. If I drank every night, though, my tolerance would go up, and then it would go from a couple beers to fucking 6 to fucking 8 to 10 to 12. Next thing you know, I'll be drinking a case of beer a night. So I can't drink every night just for that reason. But I can't get like the feeling of getting fucked up every night. At least now to me is just terrible. Like as a kid, yeah, it was nothing to fucking get hammered, stay up till 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, and wake up at 1 in the afternoon, still fucked up, and then go to work for 10 hours, and then rinse repeat for days on end, days. It's not like it was a weekend thing. Like we were doing this in the week. Tuesday to fucking Saturday to Sunday, we were doing this. Like we were taking budgets out of our fucking paychecks for beer and alcohol. So when you're fucking, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, it's so easy to do that. But then once I fucking, then I kind of quit drinking for a little while. I didn't drink for, years probably. Up until, I didn't really start drinking again up until the last 2 years, probably when I was like 30, 29, 30-ish, because, couldn't smoke pot anymore, and that was what I used to do. So fucking, I do that, and now I drink somewhat. According to my doctor, I drink too much. According to my doctor, a 12-pack a week is too much. That's what I estimated that I drink. Then my wife said, "Oh, I think you only drink a 6-pack." I'm like, "No, I think I drink more of a 12-pack because, I'll have a beer or two a night sometimes, and there's some nights where I won't drink at all. Like." Usually it's just a weekend thing normally. Usually. Sometimes I'll have a night during the week that I'll drink, but it's usually just a weekend thing. And hopefully this doesn't sound like me just covering up to be an alcoholic, because it's almost like I binge drink, I feel like. Like I won't drink like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then fucking Friday night and Saturday night, and then Sunday night I'll drink. But I don't feel like it's that much. Like I say, it's like a couple beers. I don't know. Maybe I am an alcoholic. I don't fucking know. I gotta stop drinking anyway because I gotta start losing fucking weight. I gained so much fucking weight, man. I'm way heavier than I was last year. Well, maybe not way heavier, but I'm definitely heavier than I was last year. I'm way heavier than I was before I had kids. Before I had kids, I was probably fucking 45 pounds lighter. And, me drinking every fucking weekend isn't helping that. Me sitting down and being able to eat, 6 slices of pizza is not going to help it. Especially me being a truck driver and not being super fucking active. I'll do stuff around the house, but, I need to start fucking getting that workout stuff. I have a whole bunch of fucking weights and shit. We have an elliptical. I think we have a bike, like an exercise bike. And it's all just down in, like, the spare bedroom, which was going to be, like, kind of like a gym area when we moved into the house. But, no, it's just a fucking bed now. There's just a bed with that stuff in the corner. And I need to get that shit back out. But I need to do something because I'm getting husky, man. I'm getting right back to, because I was a fat kid in high school. I was the fat kid in high school, and now I'm getting right back to becoming the fat kid in high school. I'm getting right back to, I'm actually at my high school weight. I just don't look as dumpy as I did because I'm still a little bit defined. Not a lot, just a little bit. I'm just still a little bit. I have a little bit of definition yet. Whereas when I was in high school, I just looked like a fat Harry Potter, basically. So I need to get back to doing. I need to start eating better and fucking, get my ass back into shape just a little bit. I mean, I don't gotta fucking. I don't want to be an Adonis. I don't need to have a fucking 8-pack with fucking, you know, chiseled fucking arms and legs and buns and thighs. I just want to be. I just want to be thinner. I need to be a little thinner and healthier. That's another big thing, healthier. So that I foresee a lot of chicken and broccoli in my future because that is definitely what my New Year's resolution was to get back in shape. Because I already quit smoking. I quit smoking, 2 months ago now, about 2 months ago. I can't remember the exact date I quit. I just know that it was like the end of October, I think, when I quit. Somewhere in the end of October is when I quit smoking. And now it's the end of December. So around 2 months. That was something I wanted to do before I was 30. And that didn't work, so now I'll just do it before I'm 32, essentially. But, so I did that. Now I just need to get back into shape. I need to get back to, not breathing heavy when I fucking go up some steps or some shit or, if I exert a little bit of fucking, energy, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I was fucking cranking the landing gear earlier. I was talking to a guy, and I'm like, man, I'm a little bit out of breath. It's not to the point where I'm like fucking sweating, and like like I just ran a fucking half mile or something, or a mile. Say yeah, half mile would be. I'm not running half miles either, but I just need to do something that I need to at least make it till I'm like 55. I need to at least make it to that. You know what I mean? And my lifestyle that I'm on now, I'll make it to fucking 40. So that's what I need to do is get back into shape here, try and live, because I need to be around. Obviously, I need to work. I need to be around for the kids. I need to fucking, I say 55 because that makes it so that I see all my kids grow up to become adults, and then also enough time in the off chance I have a grandchild. That I could be like, oh, I have a grandchild for, I can hang out with my grandchild for a little bit. That way it's like I can at least meet my grandchild. This all sounds very morbid, I know. And I don't want to die when I'm 55. I'm not saying that. Nobody wants to die young. I'm just saying I'm just saying I have to at least make it till I'm 55. I need to make it till I'm 55 at least, just so I can, experience all that stuff. See, my kids grow older and become adults, hopefully become successful, and then possibly see a grandchild. That's why I do at least make that. I mean? Would I like to live till I was 85? Maybe. I don't know. 85 seems like I'm pushing it. 85? Yeah, 85, I guess. I mean, maybe 80. That seems like a good age. I mean? If Now, I don't want to be one of those motherfuckers that makes it till I'm like 106. I don't know if I could do that. Because once somebody has to start wiping my ass for me and, I can't walk around like, I watch this movie literally like fucking 3 times a day. It's a Disney movie called Coco. And all my kids, mainly my 2 younger ones, love it. And I love it too. I think it's probably my favorite Disney movie, actually. It used to be, well, I don't know, Hercules still might hold a top spot there. But Coco's a top favorite. And they watch that shit every year. And or not every year, every day, every single day. And the person that the movie is named after, Coco, is the kid who's the main character. It's his great grandmother, and she is in a wheelchair, can barely open her eyes, can't talk. Like, I don't even know if she can eat, feed herself. Like, I don't know. At least not till the end of the movie. Spoiler alert. But she's wheelchair bound, and I don't think she can do anything for herself because she's just kind of sitting there. She doesn't remember stuff. I think she's has like some kind of Alzheimer's or dementia or something like that. But once I'm at that point, man, and I can't do anything for me, I just don't, just let me go. Just fucking let me go, because I can't, like, I told my wife, if something happens that puts me, I mean, like, there's no brain activity, and there's no like, improvement within, a couple weeks or a couple days or something like that, or a week or two or something like that. I can't remember what it was. There's no improvement if it's just, if I'm just literally a husk, just pull the fucking plug. You know what I mean? And donate my organs if any of them are even any good. You know what I mean? I'm an organ donor, but I just, I just can't see being attached to machines, hoses and everything like that, just keeping me alive for, you know, years on end. I mean, first of all, we're not going to have, that insurance isn't going to be good enough to cover all that. I mean, there's no way that we're going to be able to afford to keep me alive, first off. And second of all, why would you? That's just, there's no reason for that. Which, I mean, hopefully, knock on wood, nothing like that'll happen. I mean, hopefully I can make it till, at least a ripe old age. See what I need to see. Provide for my family until I don't. Even if I make it to, retirement age, what I mean, paid off my house, don't have any more, fucking, like, debt, really. You know what I mean? Make it to that, live a couple years afterwards, which is probably what's going to happen. I'll probably end up getting all the way up to retirement, where I can live my gravy years, my 6 gravy years that I'll probably have. Because there's some people that were saying, why are you beeping? There's some people that were saying the average age of a truck driver after they retire, or the average like time of retirement after a truck driver retires is like 18 months to 3 years or something like that. And then they end up dying just because of how shitty the lifestyle is. And I saw that, and then like all the shit that my wife's was going through, and then just stuff like that. I'm just like, dude. And I hear all these people talking about like, health issues this, health issues that. I'm just like, I gotta do something. I gotta get back on the fucking wagon somehow, some way or another. I can't fucking keep doing this, because otherwise I will fucking die at fucking 45. You know what I mean? Fucking just keel over, because, all I did was fucking sit on my ass and eat fucking shit. Granted, I haven't eaten any fucking, I haven't eaten any, like, fast food really that much recently. I kind of cut a lot of that out. Like I said, I quit smoking, which is, probably one of the best things I could do for me, I think. Or so they say. The only real issue is now I still drink every now and then. And I still eat some, not very good foods. But that'll change. That's all going. I'm going right to chicken and broccoli. That's what I'm going to do. Eat chicken and broccoli from now on. Not even worry about, I pretty much cut out a lot of sugars. I don't eat much sugar. My vice is like bread. Like, like cereals and shit like that, which I don't eat like Lucky Charms or fucking Fruit Loops or anything like that anymore. It's mostly like Honey Nut Cheerios and Cinnamon Life. But even still, like, stuff's not great for you. It still has sugar in it. Maybe not as much as the others, but I don't know. I'm trying to cut that shit out. And it's hard to, man. It's really hard to cut some of that stuff out. Another thing. Oh, shit. Why? Another thing is just getting out the carbs and shit. Because, again, that's sugar. Sugar and carbs, which is the big things I want to get rid of. I mean, I could eat eggs. I could eat eggs and fucking, eggs and meat every day. I could eat that shit every day. I could eat chicken and broccoli every day. The thing is about chicken and broccoli is I guess I could add pepper to it, and I like pepper. So, yeah, that's not an issue. But My issue is how much I eat. Like my appetite, like how much I eat. Like I will eat. I could easily eat like I said, 5 pieces of fucking pizza. I could eat a half a fucking pizza, and where most people would be like, oh, so full. I could be like, yeah, I could eat another piece probably. I can still do stuff. I'm not bedridden from having all the food in my gut. My issue is that I eat more than I should, which is something I think I need to train myself down. I need to just stop eating when like I need to start like lowering my portions to the point where like, oh well, this makes me full now. Like, oh, I feel sick after this now. You know what I mean? That's what I need to do. Whereas now I could eat, I could physically eat an entire pizza and then I'll feel like shit afterwards. But I could physically eat 4 pieces of pizza and not feel like shit. So that's just something I need to. It's something I need to work on there. Is my portion sizes because I like to eat a lot of food. You know what I mean? It was weird because when I used to work in a restaurant. You know what I mean? I used to work for a restaurant back in the day, and I used to eat like like a fucking pig. I would eat like a fucking cheeseburger there, and I would put French fries on it, or I'd put like a fucking dippy egg on top of it. And then, ooh, whoops. Now I would eat like other random snacks. You'd be like, oh, we got these new things in to try. I'd fucking drop them down. I'd drop them down. I'd eat them. A lot of fucking fried shit. Like I eat a lot of garbage. I mean, I was a young kid at the time. I could handle it. My body could process it. Now, I've noticed like if I eat sugar, I get horrible acid reflux. Like my stomach just like every time I burp, it's like a wet acidy burp. I'm like, oh my god. Like there was a day I ate 2 Pop-Tarts the one day. I ate 2 Pop-Tarts, and I don't eat Pop-Tarts anymore either. But one day I bought 2 Pop-Tarts from the guy down in the one break room. He has like a little snack shop set up, and it's like 50-cent Pop-Tarts. So I grabbed 2 packs of Pop-Tarts and I ate them both, like in one sitting. Like I ate the one Pop-Tart, and then like within like 5 minutes I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna eat that other Pop-Tart. And I ate that other fucking stack of Pop-Tarts. So essentially I ate 4 Pop-Tarts because it was 2 packs. I ate 4 Pop-Tarts, and Pop-Tarts are garbage. There's no nutritional value in those things. They're not part of a good breakfast. Whatever that box says is a fucking lie. Oh, there's plenty of B vitamins. A lot of shit has B vitamins in it. How about that? How about vitamin D or vitamin A? Where's that at? Vitamin C? Oh, I see you got some iron in there. That's okay. You know what I mean? That's about the only fucking worthwhile vitamin you're getting out of that. And if you feed them to your kids, that's terrible. Don't feed your kids fucking Pop-Tarts. I won't even feed my kids Pop-Tarts. Not saying I had never have, not saying they've never had a Pop-Tart, but after a while I'm like, yeah, this is literally, I'm literally just giving them like 70 grams of fucking sugar, basically. Because it says total sugars, and then it says total included sugars, or added sugars. So I'm like, so they added another amount of double the another 35 to it, so it's double amount of what the total is. Yeah, I mean, at least I think that's how that works. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I don't fuck around with Pop-Tarts. Either way, I ate 2 packs of them, and my stomach hurt so bad, and I was burping up fucking stomach acid. And I was like, no, never again. And I haven't had a Pop-Tart now in, fuck, it's been months now. And even before those 2 Pop-Tarts, it was fucking like a year before that. I was getting those, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I was getting those, what are they, organic Pop-Tarts? You know what I mean? That had all the organic stuff, and like the sugar that was in them, it was nowhere near as much as in a regular Pop-Tart. And when it was in there, it was like for both Pop-Tarts. Like this is the sugar for both Pop-Tarts, whereas in the other Pop-Tarts, we're just showing you the sugar for one Pop-Tart. So, I mean, they were pretty decent. I mean, they weren't bad. They didn't taste like shit, like a lot of stuff that's healthy for you does. But yeah, I just have to cut out the sugar. I gotta put some more veggies in there. Yeah, we eat some broccoli, but I need to start making. Oh God, damn it! Excuse me. We need to start making salads. That's what I want to start doing because I had a salad that I brought to work the one day, and it had chicken in it. I put chicken in it. I put some buffalo sauce on it because I like my chicken to be buffalo in my salad. So it was literally all it was the lettuce. I don't remember if it was romaine or what. The romaine lettuce, some cheese, some chicken. That's all it was, and buffalo sauce. Yeah, that's the fucking that right there is the dressing I'm as far as I'm concerned. But mix all that up, and it's a nice spicy salad. And I made them pretty decent size. I mean, not like huge, like like a regular Tupperware container, but I filled it up. And as I was done with it, I was like, man, I'm actually kind of full. Like, it surprised me how filling a salad was. I mean, maybe it's like the chicken obviously helped and the cheese, but I used to make fun of people for eating salads, man. I mean, even though I ate them every now and then, I used to eat them at when I worked at the restaurant. That's where I would make the buffalo chicken salads. They were so good there, but they were also huge. But I could eat it all. But like, I ate this salad, and I'm like, man, this is so. I'm actually kind of full. Like, I mean, either that or the spiciness was getting to me, one or the other. Probably the spiciness. But I just remember like a friend of mine back when we were in high school. I was like, man, I'm hungry right now. And he looked at me and he's like, we'll eat a salad. I go, what? He goes, eat a salad. They're filling. I'm like, did you just tell me to eat a fucking salad? I was like, this is the same kid. This is the same fucking kid that when we went to a restaurant, I got potatoes and corn. I got mashed potatoes and corn. He's like, really? 2 starches? I'm like, what are you, my fucking mom? Like, get the fuck over it, dude. I'm like, you're eating fucking same thing as me. The only difference is you have peas. Because peas are so fucking good for you. You jackass. Yeah, same kid told me that. Told me, eat a salad. They're filling. I'm like, okay. Are you going to eat a salad? Because I know you're not eating salads. You're as fat as I am, dude. But, yeah, that's what I do is start eating some actual salads. Because now I'll eat them and I'm like, oh, I feel kind of fulfilled now. You know, luckily I don't talk to that kid really anymore. I mean, I did talk to him for a while afterwards, after high school and stuff. And then he went in the military. He was a weird kid. He went in the military, went to the Navy or whatever. And then he got back out, and he was like thinner. Like he wasn't like ripped. He was just a little bit thinner. He lost his fucking, high school weight, which both of us did. But he was fucking like acting like he was Billy Badass. I'm like, dude, you do know I could still beat you up in like a regular fight. He's just like, oh, I don't think you could. I'm like, and let me show you the boxing gloves here in my room, buddy. Here, put them on. He's like, oh no, man, no, I don't want to do this now. I'm like, yeah, 'cause I'll kick your fucking ass. I'm going off on a different tangent here now. But yeah, this, like I said, this kid, he was fucking. He lost all his high school weight and was just like, oh man, I just eat green beans now. Broccoli and chicken, man. I'm like, yeah, I know how it works, dude. I just don't do it because I don't want to. I want to be able to eat, like, regular food. But now I'm going to have to fucking sack up and just have a fucking cheat day every once in a while because I need to do something with this fucking, I need to do something with this gut. This gut, and I'm starting to grow some fucking titties, man. Starting to grow titties, got a belly. Like I said, I'm back to my high school weight. The only reason I don't look as bad is because I still have some definition from when I was in shape. Whereas when I was in school, I was just, fat. I didn't, like, really, the only fucking things I did play some sports, but I didn't do anything afterwards. Like, I mean, I'd be like, oh, go play football for 2 hours. Now I'm going to go play video games and eat fucking Cheetos. Even though, and I did ride my bike everywhere, too. I rode my bike a lot. And I walked to and from school every day. You know what I mean? So it was just really weird because even still, I didn't eat a whole shit ton. But after I got out of high school, my metabolism caught up with me. It was like, oh shit, you've been doing a good bit of shit for a while. Well, let's burn all this up quick. And then I started going to the gym, and then I was in shape. Then I started working for the moving company. Then I was really in shape. And then I started working here, and I was still in shape, obviously, but I was on the dock. But then once I got my license, man, that's it. It all went downhill then. I started eating out more. I started eating a lot more fast food, like gas station food and McDonald's and shit like that, and I stopped doing more stuff. Even while I was on the dock there, um, even when I was on the dock, I would still be getting up and doing stuff. Even though I was on a forklift, like a sit-down forklift, I was still getting up and doing shit. If something fell over, I had to get up, pick it up, put it back together. Some stuff still needed to be moved manually. So I mean, it's not like I didn't do anything on the dock. But as a driver, man, nothing. Like, and I see guys. One guy I work with, he rides his bike and shit like that. And he does all kinds of shit. And then there's another guy I work with who's literally the same age as my mom, and he's fucking ripped. The dude's ripped. He does strength training and shit, does cardio. Like he's been doing it. He's been doing it for years, I believe. But it's just I just see this, and I see people that other guys that I was on the dock with, and I can see it in our fucking identification cards. You look at us, like me or a buddy of mine, a lot of us that worked here that got our license. You look at us in these ID cards, and we're all thin. I mean, some of them were not thin at all. Like some of them were still kind of chubby, but bigger guys. But like now, when you see them, it's like wow, everybody gained like 50 to anywhere between 40 to 70 pounds. All of us did. I mean, all of us who were kind of thin, what I mean? We all got like fucking double chins starting to hang and shit. It's kind of sucks, man. I mean, I don't foresee it gonna be being difficult for me to get rid of it. So long as, for one, I'm a guy, and it's easier for guys to lose weight. It's much easier for men to lose weight. It's much harder for women because they have the way their hormones are and shit like that. Plus with my wife too, because my wife wants to do this too, but she's had 3 kids. What I mean? It's gonna be a little more difficult for her. Even though she did drop fucking 40 pounds after our first after our second and third kid there, between our second and third kid, she fucking dropped like, she dropped like 15 pounds in between. Then when she got pregnant, she dropped another like 35 pounds because she was just eating chicken and broccoli while she was pregnant. So like she just fucking went back to like all baby again. Because she went back to just having an all baby belly. What I mean? And I mean, she did have, there's still like, extra stuff there, but not like after our second kid. After the second one, it was, is when she really, like, had to, where it really packed on, and she really wanted to get rid of it there. Then I got her pregnant again, so then she was like, well, I'm still fucking only eating chicken and broccoli. Then that's what she did. And now she is going to do this again, because after all that, she fucking wanted to eat, good food for a little bit. So I'm like, okay, understandable. But now she wants to get back into the chicken and the broccoli and go on a diet because she can't really, with the health issues that she had, she can't really do much working out because of, like I said, the health issue. I won't get into that, but she can eat right, though, and that's what she wants to do, is just eat right to help fucking get rid of some of the extra weight. And then when she gets from the okay from the doctor, then she'll go and work out. But I need to fucking do both. I need to work out, and I need to fucking eat better. I need to get back into that groove. All I hear about is like, and even a buddy of mine I work with even went on a diet. He lost like 11 pounds or something like that in like 2 months or whatever. Then, I mean, obviously he went right back to fucking eating shit because it was the fucking holidays. So I was like, you know what? I will do this, but I'm waiting until after the fucking holidays. I'll do an actual New Year's resolution, and that's what I'll do. I'm going through the house, and I'm just eating all the shit that I have, like all the crap that I really don't like, stuff that I'm not going to eat and stuff I'm not going to try and feed to the kids, even though we're still going to have some random snacks around for the kids. But that's my New Year's resolution. I'm going to fucking get back into shape. I'm going to fucking not be a fat load. I'm going to get up and do shit. Even because sometimes even when I get home, I don't do much. So like, it's probably smarter if that's what I do. get active again. Especially now that I don't smoke anymore. My lungs, I need to work my lungs back up. Try to get that phlegm and all that tar out of there. You know, granted, it's only been 2 months. I act like I haven't been smoking for like 2 years. I still feel the fucking same. You know what I mean? I still, like, right after I quit, man, like, the month after I quit, and even up until now, like, my lungs would hurt. I was just like, ah, God, like, just trying to expel all this shit. I don't know, but that's what I need to do. I need to get back into that because I'm tired of being the fat kid again. I worked pretty hard to not be the fat kid, and now I'm right back to it once again. I also want to instill good eating habits on my children. I don't want them to be eating nothing but sugar, processed crap, or just garbage. You know what I mean? I don't want them to, have to. I don't want their diet to be consistent of that. Like mine was when I was a fucking, not really a kid, but when I was like growing up, late teenager, early 20s, all I did was eat bowls of cereal, like on a daily basis. I just fucking, that's all I ate. I ate cereal for lunch and dinner sometimes. I would go through boxes of Fruity Pebbles and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Boxes. To the point where I just started, I started getting those bags, those multi meal bags. And I had to like wean some of them out because some of the cereals were not as good. Because contrary to what people say, the generic brand is not the same thing. Some stuff is. Like the Fruity Pebbles, I think the multi-meal, like generic brand, like that you get at Walmart, I think that stuff is just as good, if not better, than regular Fruity Pebbles. I think they're a little more. Someone told me they're too fruity. I'm like bullshit, bullshit. It's like those Fruity Pebbles with the marshmallows. It's too much. No, it isn't. It's delicious. It's basically candy, but it's delicious. But that stuff's good. And then the cinnamon toast crunch isn't that bad. It's about the same as the multi meal stuff. Fruit Loops, they're about the same as generic brand. Now, what isn't the same is like Honey Nut Cheerios. They're not the same. The Lucky Charms, not the same. What's the other one? That Reese's Cup cereal, the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup cereal, or whatever, not the same. Anything that's peanut butter is not the same. I can tell you that right now. Same with chocolate. I don't think the Cocoa Puffs are even the same. I don't think. But that's what I would get. I would get the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the Fruity Pebbles, and the Fruit Loops with marshmallows. And sometimes I would get honeycomb, because the honeycombs are about the same too. Apple Jacks too. Apple Jacks are good too. But if it was up to me, I'd just get the Fruity Pebbles, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They did have one for a while. It was s'mores. And what was it was basically Golden Grams, Cocoa Pops, or Cocoa Puffs, and just little white marshmallows, like all mixed in a bag. They had that, and that was pretty fucking good. Fucking terrible for you, but it was fucking good. Oh yeah, Golden Grams. That's another one that was good. You know what I mean? That stuff. But now, say you go and try and get like generic Pop Tarts. Don't even fucking do that, man. Generic Pop Tarts are not Pop Tarts. They are fucking, literally they're just toaster pastries. You know what they say on them? Toaster pastries, that's it. They're not fucking, they're the worst. Those fucking generic Pop Tarts are the worst things. The only Pop Tarts that aren't Pop Tarts that are any good are those organic ones that you get at some of the supermarkets. They're alright. But Pop Tarts shouldn't, like I said earlier, shouldn't eat Pop Tarts to begin with. But if you're going to, don't you dare fucking eat generic ones. Go out and spend the extra fucking 50 cents on Kellogg's. Yeah, I mean, I used to get a lot of generic shit. I know all this because I used to get a lot of generic shit. Because when I lived in the fucking trailer park, I was poor, man. I was poor. All my fucking money went to bills. And I was working at the restaurant. Oh, yeah, I was fucking broke as a motherfucker. No, I was a fucking loser. All my money would go to the bills, my car payment, and my insurance, and then to pot. That's basically where all my money went. I mean, some of that, there was some gas in there, but not a lot. There wasn't a whole lot of gas in there because I was only making like, I don't know, fucking $350 a week or something at the most. Like between $300 and $500 at the, 300 being like the minimum, and then 500 being the maximum on average. On average, I can tell you this: that my biggest paycheck there ever was $535, and that was literally working like, I don't know, 65, 70 hours or something like that. I worked a shit ton of hours. It was over 60 hours. I know that. I worked over 60 hours, and I only brought home $535, which is fucking garbage. That's bullshit. And then I think, I've had lesser ones there. If I only worked like a day or something, or if I only worked, I just remember getting $289 checks and just being like, what the fuck am I doing? What in the fuck am I doing with my life? And that's why I went and got the fucking job at the moving company, because I was making a little more money, and there's a little more added benefit to it with like me getting tips and being able to go out. I was going out of town getting paid like per diem and shit. So like some of those paychecks were really good. But I just, I don't know, even then I was just like always constantly struggling because I worked 40 minutes. I lived 40 minutes away from work. So every day I was driving to and from work. It was fucking 40 goddamn minutes. I had to be there at 7:30. So I would leave my place at like 6:40 at the latest. I mean, usually it was around 6:30ish or 6:35 I would leave, and then fucking get down there, be there ready to go by 7:30. And then sometimes we worked. The one day we worked 17 fucking hours, and then I had to drive 40 minutes back, and then 40 minutes back again the next day. It was fucking garbage. Like, just that kind of shit. I was like, at the time, I was just looking at my life like, ugh, like what the fuck? What am I doing? And then somebody told me, I think my mom told me about the job I work now. It was like, yeah, they're hiring. Like, with the past that I haven't divulged in very much, that I have always held me back. I won't get into that. So, but like I always thought about getting other jobs, just like they ain't gonna hire me. They're not gonna hire me. So I tried it though. I tried it out, and they were like, yeah, come on in. And I started working here. I made a little bit more money. It was closer to work, or closer to my home. So yeah, every time I would go somewhere, I did make more money. Like I left uh, the kitchen job I was working, making 11.50 or something like that, or 12. So I forget what I was making. It wasn't much. Maybe it was like 11 or something like that. I ended up going to the movie company and making 12, and then I ended up getting a raise up to like 13.50 while I was there, because I did love my boss when I worked there. He was a good dude. He even paid for my license renewal and shit like that. He paid for a lot of shit for us. But he after that, I moved to this job. I started making it at 14, so I was working on the dock. So I got a bit of a raise, plus the whole benefits thing that I have, plus being part of a union company, which I guess is good. I don't know. I've been here almost 7 years now, and now it doesn't seem much different than any other job, I guess. But uh, and then I got my CDL, started getting more raises, getting more money. Now I'm just like, wow, fucking, to think that, I make over double what I made at like my original job at the kitchen there, where I worked for, fucking 7 years. It wasn't even really my first job. My first job was fucking McDonald's when I was 14. And I worked there for like 3 or 4 months and left because it was a trash place to work, for one. But I don't even count that. But this place I worked for 7 years, and the other place I worked for 2 years. And now I've been at this place for, fucking almost 7 years now. July will be, yeah, 7 years almost. So, You know, it's just it blows my mind how much I actually fucking how much farther I've gotten since then. How much farther I've gotten since being fucking uh at that shitty ass job. And what was I even talking about? What was I talking about? Why did I go off on this? Oh yeah, buying generic. I still buy generic sometimes, like quite a bit. Like I still get like the store brand milk, which is milk is fucking milk. Uh, I still get store brand bread. I still get store brand random store brand shit. Cheese. Well, not really. I do get I go to an actual butcher now for meat and cheese, but I used to get store brand cheese. And then I still get store brand cereal every now and then. I don't get much cereal now. But things like that, like store brand like cooking oil, store brand fucking cooking spray, store brand spices and shit like that. Like I don't get, not everything I get is store brand, obviously, but I still buy it. But now that I actually make a little bit of money, it's fucking, it's much easier to fucking look at something and be like, yeah, I can afford the extra 65 cents. You know what I mean? Whereas back then, I was like, I don't know if I can afford that extra 65 cents. What is that noise? Something's dinging. I said, I don't know if I can afford that extra 65 cents, man. I might have to just sack up and go with the fucking generic here. So like I said, it's not like I don't buy that shit anymore, but... Oh, you fucking asshole. Are you serious? Alright, well, fuck it. But yeah, it's nice not having to really, to really worry about 65 cents. You know what I mean? Now, $65, yeah, I still need to worry about $65 sometimes. But 65 cents, no, I can spare that. Like I said, I'm nowhere near rich, but I can provide fucking food and housing and warmth for my family. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. That and just keep paying my bills and shit like that. And it sucks too because I am the only one that works. So it makes it a little difficult just to to budget stuff. But I still budget stuff. I've been budgeting shit like crazy since I was a young adult because of the shitty paychecks I was getting and the frivolous shit I was spending it on. Like, I just remembered from the time I was like, oh, I don't know, fucking like 19 to like 21 or 22 even. I didn't fucking buy my shit, and I didn't buy myself like anything really. I didn't get anything good. I just, I didn't buy anything for myself because I couldn't fucking afford it. Like, I literally had to, I would just spend and anytime I would get like cash or money from fucking like birthdays or something like that or Christmas, I would spend it on weed or something. I had no concept of saving money as a kid. Now let's be honest, I don't have a very good concept of saving it now either, because that's only because I can't really save it. I could have saved it last time. I could save a little bit now, not much, but I could save a little bit. Back then, I couldn't save any of it because of how fucking the dumb shit I was doing. I mean, I wasn't making much money at all to begin with. I was making, and then there was the bills, my fucking, the rent and all that shit, plus the fucking car payment. And then I would just spend the rest on fucking weed, basically. Like, every week I would just divvy out what I needed for 4 weeks to spend. And then every now and then there was like, oh, I got that extra paycheck, where I didn't have to take any bills or anything out of because, I already did all that with the other 4 pay weeks. I would just take all that money and fucking, I would just blow it on dumb shit. Like, I would go out to eat and stuff or buy more pot than I normally would. I'd be like, well, usually I buy a quarter, but now I could buy a half ounce. You know what I mean? Just fucking dumb shit like that. And, so I don't fucking, I I didn't have any concept of saving shit when I really could have saved stuff. But I didn't buy myself a goddamn thing. Anything I got was literally like a hand-me-down or like a fucking Christmas present or birthday present, which literally all my presents were just like gift cards and shit. Because, I mean, I wanted to fucking get shit. But the first thing I fucking bought for myself, as in, as in like adult, like as an adult, a real adult, was I did buy myself a fucking TV when I was 18, I believe. Right when I got off my mom's fucking, income tax, and I was able to get my own income tax. I got like a $600 or $700 or whatever it was. I went and I bought. This is how bad it is too nowadays, because you can buy one of these for like a quarter of the price I paid for it. But I bought a 32 inch, a 32 inch uh, flat screen TV, like a LCD. It was like a Vizio LCD HD TV. You know what I mean? Like right around when they really started popping. Like it was like 2007 or whatever, I believe it was. But yeah, 2007. Whenever I turned fucking 18. But I fucking that was like my first big purchase as an adult. Was that TV that I ended up selling like 2 years later or something like that. 2 or 3 years later, like when I was in the fucking trailer park or something like that, I sold it to a guy I was getting weed from. And, which sounds ridiculous, because it sounds like I was a fucking crackhead or on fucking heroin, the way I was selling it. But I sold it to him for like 60, 75 bucks or whatever. But here's the thing, you could buy one of those fucking TVs now, like, and a better one at that, for like a hundred and some dollars, 150 bucks maybe. I bought that motherfucker and it was $580 back in 2007. Almost $600 for a 32-inch HD TV in 2007. That motherfucker now will cost you 150 bucks. It's fucking ridiculous. And then I ended up selling it for like fucking 75 bucks. Like 2 or 3 years later, whenever the time that I fucking was living poor like that. And then the next thing I bought after that, I was 20, 23 or 24, I think. I bought it's like 2014. I bought another TV and an Xbox One. That's what I bought afterwards. I bought another TV, another little TV, which ended up breaking within like a month, and I bought an Xbox One because my roommate had a PS3, and I was just like, that's when I really started getting back into video games again, and I bought it, and it worked and everything like that. But then I just that was the next thing I bought. That was the next best thing I bought. Oh, stop beeping! Come on. That was it. Like, so fucking almost, depending on what it was, 5 years later, 6 years later maybe, was the next time I bought myself like a big thing. The next time I bought something big, and it was that Xbox. In between there, I bought myself nothing but, my money went to nothing but bills and fucking weed. That was it. I wasn't buying anybody Christmas presents. I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford Christmas presents for everybody until just 4 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, I think back to that. I'm like, God damn, what did I do with it? I just partied it all away. All I did was I smoked it and occasionally drank it all away. I was mostly just a pothead, so I would just buy weed. And then somebody would be like, oh, I got this kind, and I'd buy some from them. Next thing you know, oh, well, I got $8 for gas. And then there I am fucking going to my mom's house, taking fucking the gas from the fucking lawnmower can and putting it in my fucking truck. It's crazy looking back on this right now. I'm looking back on this right now and realizing that I was legitimately a loser. Like, I had nothing going for me at that time. I had zero going for me. And I was fucking, and the craziest part is I was single for a big chunk of that. You know what I mean? From the time I was, well, no, not really. I was with some people. I did have some girlfriends, I guess. But I mean, most of them were all crazy or fucking losers themselves. And the one that wasn't a loser was just, it was like, yeah, sorry, you're a fucking loser. I gotta get out of here. Essentially, she didn't say that, but I'm almost positive that had something to do with it. That and I was a fucking weird kid too. I was just weird, you know. But hey, yeah, I mean it is what it is. I'm not complaining. I learned a lot from it, and now look at me. I'm a big boy now. I'm a big boy now, and I can buy myself shit whenever I want now. Well, not really, not whenever I want, but I can buy stuff now. If I really need something, I can buy it. If I want something, I can save up for it to buy it. You know, it's crazy looking back and seeing how much of a fucking loser I was at that time, and how I'm not so much now. Yeah, it's crazy. If I could do it, anybody can do it. Take anything from this. If you're in a spot that you're not digging yourself deeper into a hole, like if you're not screwing yourself even more, if you don't keep, adding on the credit card debt, adding more drugs to your fucking uh, cachet of uh, bad habits, just fucking things like that. That's the time to, oh my God, start looking out for other opportunities because and this is the most basic advice I can give because I'm not a fucking therapist. I don't know anything. All I know is where I was at in life, I was just barely getting by, but I was still getting by. Like I was still, like I said, paying my bills. I was still, smoking weed all the fucking time. I was still mostly keeping food in the fridge or something, or in the cupboard or something like that. Buying the cheap food we could. I was still somewhat ahead, minus shit from the past. Whatever things I've fucked up with my credit. But like I said, that's the time to start doing looking for other opportunities and shit because that's what I did. I was sitting there, I would get by and get by, and then I would another opportunity would kind of arise, or I would find it and I'd be like, hey, this helps me out a little bit more. You know what I mean? So now I'm not as broke as I was. Just keep getting yourself farther away from the the super broke standpoint. Like I said, I was working at the fucking kitchen job, broke as fuck. You know what I mean? Just getting high all the goddamn time. Spending all my money on dumb shit, like not even like real shit, just mostly consumable shit like fucking food and cigarettes and weed. But and then when I got the job for the moving company, I became a little less broke. And then when I got the job where I work now, I became even more less broke. But I didn't put anything, I didn't add anything extra into that. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't, I had bad fucking credit, so I didn't have a credit card for, you know, however fucking long. And then, I paid off, I paid off like my truck. I paid off other like random debts that I had, things like that. But, Jesus, what the fuck? So I mean, I helped my credit out somewhat throughout those years, but I didn't use a credit card for fucking years. I'm talking no credit for from the time I was 20, from the time I was 21 till I was 29 or 28, 28 or 20, no, 28 or 29. I didn't use any fucking credit at all. I used no credit. So for 7 or 8 years, I had no. The only credit I had built up was the credit that I built up with like landlords and, paying off my truck, things like that. I didn't use any credit at all. So like that also made me have to budget a little better, made it a little harder for me to just spend extra money. So as you continue to find these other opportunities that make you, they put you farther above that line, there's a chance that you'll fucking not have, you won't have to worry about, certain shit. Some of those vices that you have might go away. Like mine, I don't smoke weed anymore. I haven't smoked weed in, quite a few years now. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Now that's not, very long. It's only been 2 months, but that's something that I don't have to worry about spending money on now. Which was an expensive thing. Cigarettes are expensive as fuck now. And weed's cheaper now than it was when I was smoking it. It's fucking hilarious. But you just got to keep finding that thing that's going to keep you above water. Because once you fucking get below that fucking line, it's hard as fuck to get back up. I fucked it up with, not really credit cards, but like, phone bills and cable bills and shit like that. Like I just, my electric bill, I just kind of fucking defaulted on shit like that. And it screwed with my credit. So I couldn't even get a fucking credit card until I was, 28 years old or 29 years old. With the only credit that I really had being my car or the vehicle that I paid off and any kind of, landlords or whatever that did credit reports and sent that in. So, just keep trying. What I should be telling you to do is, go to college, get a good job, yada yada yada. I'm not going to tell you to do that because I didn't go to fucking college. I didn't go to fucking college. I fucking I started working right out of high school. I was working when I was in school. I had a job when I was in school and I was working, and then once I got out of school, I just kept working because for me, college was not the thing. Obviously, college was not a good thing for me. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done well. But uh, what I should be telling you to do is to do something like that. What I should be telling you is to do is go to a fucking trade school, learn how to fucking, weld or, work in HVAC or be an electrician or something like that. But if that's not for you, you need to look for different opportunities. You're gonna need to look for different. You're gonna need to look for different fucking jobs. Essentially, you're not gonna be able to. You can work in a kitchen all you want. You can work if you want to work in a fucking kitchen for the rest of your life. So be it. I'm not gonna tell you what to do there. But depending on what kind of fucking restaurant you work for, it might be a good job. You know what I mean? I know the one I worked at was not a good job. So, that's that. But all I can tell you to do is just keep looking for the opportunities that keep you above that red line. Because once you go under that red line, it's much harder to get back up, depending whether you're a victim of, you know, substance abuse or you had an accident, now you have fucking hospital bills out the ass. You know what I mean? Which shouldn't be a fucking issue, but we live in America where fucking the health care is just fantastic, but you'll go bankrupt from it. So that's another thing I would also put that on there. Get health insurance somehow, just for that reason. But even still, being in the hospital will fucking put you in debt because you have other bills that aren't getting paid. So, just keep looking for those opportunities because not everybody's going to go to college. Not everyone's going to get a fucking scholarship. Not everybody's going to, join the military and do 20, 25 years of service. Not everyone's going to have a fucking silver spoon in their mouth when they're born, and then their parents are going to take care of them for the rest of their life. Like, I know a couple people like that, and, they're gonna go through life fucking sailing while the rest of us do not. So, keep looking for that other opportunity. I would try and try and lose any vice you have, of course, but I should be taking that advice too, looking for other opportunities at the moment. But right now, there's not really any more opportunities for me at the moment. So, I'm just kind of spouting off what I did for the past 10 years, and it got me to a pretty decent place. And I'm thankful for that. So, but, I'm going to get off here. I've been talking for a little longer than I actually wanted to, I think. Well, not much longer. That ain't bad. But I'm going to get off here. Again, hope you all had a Merry Christmas. And I hope you have a happy newish year, even though I believe I will be on here again before New Year's. Oh, I'll be here on New Year's, I believe. So you'll get one on New Year's. Um, so yeah, have a happy New Year, because that recording won't be up till New Year's Day. So have a happy New Year. Do not drink and drive. Call the fucking Uber. There is a number that's out that's I guess endorsed by AAA, where they'll come pick you up and tow your car and shit. I don't know how fucking true that is, because AAA can be a real cock sometimes. But hey, fucking Happy New Year, happy holidays, and do not get a DUI.